in unmasking the shroud of lies is essential. As a volunteer correspondent, you will become an important member of the Edge radio broadcast staff. More information can be found on the Edge's homepage. Just look for the link "We are looking for Edge correspondents" just under the main media player at www.theedgeam.com. Please note that the role of correspondent is not guaranteed, and it also depends on your willingness to communicate with a wide variety of people who have varied experiences and beliefs, which may not be similar to your own experiences and beliefs. As a correspondent, you will be an essential element in the Edge broadcast search for truth. Just click "We are looking for Edge correspondents" just under the main media player on the Edge's homepage at www.theedgeam.com.
Alright, go hit it.
You're listening to the Edge Radio program, a show so hot your radio might catch on fire.
Welcome back, I'm Andy Radford, and this is the Edge's Thursday show from the Edge's UK studio. Just a quick note about the Edge's news page before we go to Mike Eastwood's presentation. If you go to theedgeam.com and click the link Edge News, you will see all the news our correspondents post. Of course, it's not just correspondents that post news. You can send us interesting links to news, or if you have an important story you want to get out to the general public, just click the news hotline link at the top of the page, and this will send an email straight to the Edge's news editorial desk. Here's Edge correspondent Mike Eastwood with his latest news.
Hello, I'm Mike Eastwood, and here is the latest Edge news. And in the news today, a school policy banning students hugging promoted dozens of East Valley students to protest with a giant group hug across the street from the campus. The East Valley School has banned hugs over 2 seconds. The Phoenix School wrote in a no hugging rule, which had previously been in the students' handbook, after many students began expressing concern about public hugging and kissing in the hallways. The school began reinforcing the guideline by punishing huggers, which led to last Friday's protest. Chelsea Branham, a 14-year-old student at Shepherd Junior High School in East Mercia, said, "I think it's ridiculous. I got detention this week while hugging my friend after school." She joined her classmates in the Friday's protest for a 20-minute long hugathon. Chelsea said, "We can only hug for 2 seconds. It's ridiculous. It's barely even a hug." Kathy Beres of Mercia Public Schools said that according to the guidelines, small hugs less than 2 seconds are permitted but no longer ones, and kissing is not allowed. She said a list of acceptable and non-acceptable behaviours will be handed out to the students on Monday. Is this happening at a school near you? And is this more of schools dictating the way we run our lives? Also in the news, last weekend a child's remains were found in a former children's home in Jersey. But a frightened policeman, Detective Constable Peter Cook, has finally come forward to blow the whistle to a reporter. He had uncovered a vicious child sex ring with victims in both Britain and the Channel Islands. Incredibly though, he claims that his superiors had barred him from alerting the media and abuse specialists in London. He said that many of the paedophile ring members were powerful and wealthy men. He said they included an aristocrat, clerics, the social services chief, Their friends included senior police officers. Up to now, 200 children who lived at the Jersey care home have described horrific sexual and physical torture dating back to the 70s. This week, the police, forensic experts, have been digging in the basement to search for more children's bones. The basement was bricked up and kept a secret. Police have tried to access the cellar by the stairwell, but after breaking down the door, found it was bricked up and have decided to dig through the lobby floor. There has also been found a link between the Jersey care home and abuse uncovered at a care home in Islington North, London. But hundreds of children's files mysteriously disappeared in Islington, and without documentation there is not enough evidence to properly link the two cases. But there has been proof that the homes included staff who were paedophiles and child pornographers. Some of the paedophiles were from the Channel Islands and regularly took Islington children there on unofficial visits. A Jersey social worker, Simon Bellwood, was sacked earlier this year for speaking out about it. And Public Health Minister Stuart Savett was fired in November after publicising the Express sharp report into abuse allegations. But in June of 1991, police in Cambridgeshire raided the home of Neil Hockware, who abused children in Britain and Guernsey, and with a social worker from Jersey. They supplied child pornographics for her huge sex ring. Also, Satan worshipper Edward Pesnell, also known as the Beast of Jersey, was given a 30-year sentence in 1971 on 13 accounts of raping girls and boys. The building contractor fostered children and played Father Christmas at the Jersey home. When they arrested Aqua, they found his friend Walter Crack trying to dispose of sick home videos of middle-aged men abusing small boys. While in custody, Hockwell took an overdose of antidepressants and died at hospital soon after. And a senior police officer broke normal procedure and informed Clack before he was questioned that the other suspect had died. Clack then blamed the dead man for everything and escaped with £5,000 fine and inherited 1/3 of Hogwarts' wealth at his bequest. A Jersey-born friend of Hogwarts, Nicholas Ravel, who started his childcare career on the island before becoming a key supplier of children from Islington's care homes to a paedophile ring, similarly inherited a fortune. He and a colleague, another single man, later barred from social work by the Department of Health, both took children on unauthorised trips to Jersey. Allegations were mounted, but nothing was done. Nicholas Rabat, his opportunities to obtain victims massively increased after he befriended the widow of an American oil millionaire. But she later died and he inherited a mansion house at Crossing Hand near Hinfield, Sussex, where he opened a child's activity centre. Many professionals had for years expressed grave fears about Rabat and put their concerns in writing. But Islington falsely told Sussex police officers it had no file material on Rabat or of his victims, but staff had in fact been ordered to find the complaints and deliver them to the officer of the Islington Assistant Director of Social Services, but they were eventually given to Sussex Police. Islington's appalling mishandling of vital records was highlighted by the independent White inquiry into the abuse in Islington's children's homes, which found that at a